Hi beautiful souls, this is Archana with Divine Soul Resonance, welcoming each one of you to my channel with all my love and all my heart. Today I'm bringing forth messages for twin flames, messages that their higher self would want the higher self of the Divine Counterpart to know at this time. Our twin flame journey is the journey where we are integrating the dual nature, the differences, the polarity, the outward expression with the inward expression, merging the mind and the heart, dropping the ego, and following our soul's purpose and our soul's path. And as we drop that ego and we merge and allow the spirit to shine through, we anchor in more love, for there's more acceptance of people, of ourselves. And as we begin to accept more of ourselves, we radiate more of that love. So I am bringing this for Valentine's Day. However, whenever you chance upon this is when it is meant for you. For time is always in the now, but it feels linear here on the third dimension. So whether you resonate with the frequency of a divine feminine or a divine masculine, whether you have met your twin in the physicality here and now, or you are connected, well, we always are connected, or you're aware of your etheric connection, astral connection, deep connection, spiritual connection, but you haven't met your twin yet in the physicality. But you know and you resonate with this vibration that you are on a twin flame journey, merging of two flames into one. What is it that your divine counterpart wants you to know now, and bring that message? I'll begin first with the heart of Rumi. I'm always drawn to Rumi, and this was on my wish list for my birthday, and I received my early birthday gift, and I am honoring it with our twin flame reading, love reading. What does Brother Rumi have for us? Your heart is a field of tulips that cannot be touched by age. Look at that beautiful message. This is an eternal connection. Whether you have an age difference or it has been a long time since you've been on this journey, there is growth, there is love, there is purity. Messages from one divine counterpart to another. What would they like for them to know at this time? First message is that right now, the challenges that you are overcoming, the obstacles that you are overcoming, are deep-rooted structural boundaries, beliefs that were programmed into our minds from society, from religion, and you've been taught to follow certain principles, to do things a certain way, and that is what is being resolved right now. That is what is being resolved right now. Difference of religions has created this separation in the heart, and this separation, this time apart, is helping each one of you to see what are the boundaries, what are the structures that need to be broken down, what are those belief systems, and do they really hold true by your soul and your soul's journey? So don't be sad, feel rejected or abandoned, or allow resentment to come in with this distance. It is helping each one of you break down those barriers. And it is when we break down those barriers that have been built around our hearts can the twins actually see one another. And I feel with this is a message that because of these situations, the divine counterpart is feeling very, very vulnerable, a bit afraid. How do I contact my divine counterpart? Our religious differences, our emotional differences, our mental differences, our ways of looking at things are quite challenging. And will it be received well? Will it not be received well? Will we be able to bring harmony in it ever or not? Your heart is a field of tulips that cannot be touched by age. So even if you're sensing this time apart right now, my beautiful ones, it is bringing in healing beyond what you can imagine right now. Healing, I said that. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light and feel your relationship being healed this very moment. This very moment is healing that's taking place. Messages from one divine counterpart to the other angels. Reconciliation. Divine is working on bringing the two parts together, and the higher selves of each one of you, both of you, are coming in contact wherein there can be a connection, there can be a union, reconciliation. Behind the scenes, what you may not be able to see, perhaps you're going with this time apart, the distance, the differences, the focus is more on the differences, but the differences are needed for bringing healing in individually. For behind the scenes, the higher self of your divine counterpart wants you to know that they're working on reconciling these differences to come home to you, to come home to you. So they're working on, your divine counterpart wants you to know that they see you as a friend, that you are their best friend. And they feel so much of desire, want, love, that it's no longer just a friendship. They see you as everything. And they're wishing to return. So for some of you, this may be a friend. Your twin may have connected with you individually right now. You are on a friend zone. But there's a lot more than just friendship. Look at the two messages that have come out together, almost contradictory. First message up says, we both know that I'm not the one for you. So your divine counterpart is going through that healing where they're not feeling worthy, or they're not feeling like your paths are aligned right now, right? Because there's this time apart. But the higher self is working on bringing the two of you together. And look at this message that comes in. I want you. We both know I'm not the one for you. I want you. This is feeling like your counterpart is resolving within themselves the duality. They're resolving within themselves the desire to be with you, but what it would need for them to accept And right at that time, the fear takes in and it goes back into, no, we know I'm not the one for you. I'm not the one who's right for you. You're better aligned with another person. It's best that, we stay as friends. It's just too difficult and we're too far apart. It's just not going to work out. And then it is, I want you. So the message on this one is, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So don't make decisions based on guilt, whatever that may look like, whether you are already in a connection with another person and you are with them. Are you doing that because of guilt? Or are you staying back and not wanting to contact them because you're feeling guilty? Or otherwise, see how it is opening up for you. But the message here is your higher self wants you to know and is working on, is reconciling that part within you, is helping you to release guilt, because there's healing that's taking place in this connection. A message for the twins. Is the higher self is saying, go have fun, lighten up. One more time, connect with the light-hearted energy, for it raises our vibration. When you're going through a period of time apart, there's a lot of emotions that come up, that are built up, whether it is sadness or grief or intense amount of pain from past relationships or the distance. The higher self is saying, extend your beautiful, wonderful, light-hearted part of you with all the people, so it will help to wash away, and that's one of the ways in which healing is taking place. So, since this message is coming in at Valentine's Day, so treat yourself, romance yourself, do some things beautiful for yourself, go on a date with yourself, pamper yourself, let that be about you, and share that energy with others. It is what will help the divine counterpart in bringing this healing in bringing this reconciliation in. The love that you're feeling is true. It is emotional, physical, spiritual, and unconditional. Your divine counterpart wants you to know that they love you, that this love is true. Your divine counterpart also wants you to know that there were things that have happened in this journey in the past, where things were said, because each one of you was mirroring one another. Things that needed to be healed are coming to surface, whether it was said in anger, whether it was shame, guilt, fear, resentment, hurt. So the divine counterpart wants you to know that there's some part that they're seeking forgiveness, and they're saying, it was my fault, but I blamed you. I blamed you. For if I blamed myself, I would need to take responsibility, and that would be a lot of work. And ego didn't like that. But this is true love. This love is emotional, mental, spiritual, physical, and very, very unconditional. Message for this one. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. So go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. So if you're feeling this distance, you're feeling that nothing seems to be working out, the higher self is asking for you to put your energy in light-hearted activities, and just whatever cycle is coming in front of you, embrace it without an end goal. This is true love. This is true love. I will take one more message from one divine counterpart to the other. Make the effort. So I'm seeing and sensing and wishing for you to know that your divine counterpart wants you to know that they're making the effort. They know that this is true love. This is heart's completion. And true love is worth taking all the steps that they're being guided to. But the ego may reject some of the steps that your divine counterpart is taking in the third dimension. Start to notice and see how you bring in the healing in yourself when this time apart comes in. And when you're not operating out of guilt, you're allowing yourself to move through cycles. You'll begin to see that your heart is a field of tulips that cannot be touched with time, distance, or age. It's all taking place at a higher soul level, at the spiritual level. Soulmate. Okay? Your soulmate loves and accepts and respects you unconditionally. Today on Valentine's Day, your divine counterpart wishes for you to know that they love you, accept you, and respect you unconditionally. Unconditionally. Your divine counterpart wants you to know just being near you is intoxicating. So it is very hard to resist. This is a magnetic connection. And a part of the healing process of this magnetism or this intense emotional, mental, sexual chemistry is because of this spiritual chemistry. This is the spiritual, deep spiritual connection. So they feel not just what they are working on, but they feel what you are going through. Okay? So they're feeling your pain. Your divine counterpart feels your pain. Your divine counterpart feels every part of your move. It may not seem like that in the third dimension, but it is what is taking place. And that's why when there is a time apart, because the energies are still not stabilized, individually you're working on individual karma, clearing out karmic debt, bringing that in alignment. This is your soulmate. I feel you even though we are apart. Oh, another soulmate card. See this? Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So 2 messages are coming with this particular message, that some of you have not yet met your twin flame, but you know you're on a twin flame journey. You feel that. You feel that in your heart. You feel that in your soul. But you have yet to see them manifest in the physicality. So for those, the message is that your soulmate is already a part of you. When you begin to feel them in your heart and believe that it is here, they already are a part of you, then the physicality, the third dimension, has to match the internal. That's a message that's coming here for that. And for those who have connected with your twin in the physicality, but we're on different stages, so there's time apart, or there is massive distances, reconciliations of different times and space taking place. Start to visualize and know that your twin, your soulmate, is already with you. When you begin to feel and sense and visualize union with your twin without putting a face on it, without putting like, oh, this person is my twin and therefore I'm doing all my visualization with that person. No. Here I'm speaking of is knowing the energy of your divine counterpart within you, integration within yourself. And as you begin to feel that integration and visualize that integration and put that energetic imprint in from your spiritual realm, it comes down through your physical body, and your physical life will begin to manifest this. This is so beautiful. I'll take a final few messages before we close out the Valentine Twin Flame reading. Any more messages? Separation. So this is for sure a big message that's coming up, that this says religious factors, and I talked about time apart. Yes. So time apart is here. There is a separation that I'm sensing, but I'm also sensing reconciliation behind the scenes here. Your soulmate and true love is here. Okay, again, another card of true love. Another card of true love. This is the love that you have ever dreamed of and wanted. And it's here and now. Very soon. Very soon. Keep putting your intention. This is, again, it looks like reconciliation. I'm sensing reconciliation. Believe that it's possible. There is karmic debt you both are clearing individually. Forgiving and learning. That's a huge lesson. So one of the things that's going to help in bringing the two counterparts together in the physicality is the lesson of forgiveness. Forgiveness. As you're releasing and healing those parts, for people, those who have wronged you, or you've perceived that they have wronged you, hurt you, caused you some sort of harm, or you feel like you have caused anyone, and I'm not talking in the divine counterpart connection, begin to bring healing in. Begin to bring that love in. For the twins have the Christic flame. It is Christ consciousness embedded in the DNA. It is the spiritual light. Forgiveness is the way through for this to manifest in the physicality. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement, and this connection is moving towards a sacred union. We got the card of marriage, okay? This is a spiritual marriage, an alchemical marriage, a merging of the polarities. So all unhealed wounds are being made to come to surface with this connection. Again, we've got the card of forgiveness and rejection. So big message here for Valentine's is that this is a true love, true divine counterpart connection, and way forward towards reconciliation is very big. And the message that if some of you have been doubtful whether do they love me, are they really my twin, are they really my soulmate, the answer is yes. But there is time apart. There are obstacles of the wounds that are needing to be cleansed before this beautiful union can take place. I'll take a few final messages from here, and we shall end our reading. First is look inside of yourself. Look inside of yourself. And the message here is to see what is causing you to feel this way. Why are you feeling rejected? Why are you feeling abandoned? What is it that you need to do to bring that part in healing? Those are the wounds. Look inside of yourself. And another message which is not written here, but when you look inside, you're going to see your twin. You're going to see your soulmate. They're already a part of you. So another message of healing here. You see this? It says here, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities. Okay, this is also the card of imagining yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. And this is what it is. All these obstacles and unwanted energies, bring healing into them. Visualize your relationship healing. Let there be closeness between you But when each of you need that time apart in space, give that to them. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Final card. It says here, be aware of what you're projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are the qualities you both possess equally. Equally so, the qualities you do not like are also your own reflection, for this is your divine connection. This is your divine counterpart, your true mirror. So whatever you love about them is already a part of you. And what is it that bothers you so much about them is the unhealed wounds within yourself. Beautiful love message. And the final message here is love yourself. Bring that healing in. And may this union show up in the physicality for you. With that, I send you much love, much light. This is Archana, and I will talk to you soon.